Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the call. And for those of you who are listening to the recording, thanks for taking the time. And my name is Dr. Kurt Fisnick. I'm a chiropractor up in Fargo, North Dakota. Tonight, I know I was talking to Katie Larkin earlier this week, and she's really excited about the skincare products. And I thought, you know, instead of bringing a man's point of view on the skincare, I would bring Katie on and let her speak about that. And I know that she's been spending some time learning about the different products and lately spending some time on the SkinDu. So we'll have Katie talk about that. Katie, are you there?
Yes, thank you, Kurt.
Excellent. Well, Katie, thanks for joining us tonight and bringing your knowledge and passion about the skincare onto the call. If you could share a little bit about your background and what you've been doing with the skincare.
Okay, thank you, Kurt. So I have really fallen in love with the Sisel skincare, in particular the Timeless Renewal skincare system, the complete system. So I've been involved with Sisel since it started in Australia, and particularly interested in the anti-aging products, which really is most of them, skincare specialising in the external part of the body. So I'm really going to take some time this evening to talk about the 5 steps in the skincare system and what order to use them in, and then go on to the SkinDu Mist and the benefits of that product, and add in a few other tips there. So I wanted to start by saying that in terms of the skincare, everybody has their own Sisel website called mysiselbeauty.com, and it would be preceded with whatever you called your site. So if you called your site with your name, say John Smith, it would be johnsmith.mysiselbeauty.com. And so if you send someone to that web address, it shows them the full skincare range, including the Timeless Renewal skincare system, and they can see before and after photos on that site. So that is a great resource. So then I wanted to go on and mention that the skincare actually works better for older people. So the older you are, the faster, well, I won't say better actually, the faster the results are. So obviously if you're younger, you don't have as many wrinkles, they're not as deep. So it takes a little bit longer. If you're older and you've got deeper wrinkles, you'll see faster results. So I wanted to mention that. So the 5 steps in the skincare system begin with the firming facial cleanser, and that is used obviously to clean the skin and prepare the skin for the product. And our skin gets full of a lot of gunk and pollution, dirt from the day, so it's a good idea to remove that. Exfolium is another product that's not actually part of the Timeless Renewal skincare system, but it is highly recommended, and you can use that every 2nd or 3rd day. So once you've cleansed your face, you then move on to the SkinDu Mist, and the SkinDu Mist prepares the skin, and you use that after you've obviously cleansed your face, and it allows for better absorption of the product. And I'm going to go on and talk a little bit about why SkinDu Mist is such a brilliant product. And then after you use SkinDu, then you would move on to using Transfusium, and so this is then applied to the face and use circular motions, and you really want to rub this product in very well until it's completely gone. So you don't want to pat like some beauticianists might have shown you with other products. You want to really rub it in and make sure it goes right into the skin. And so once you've used the Transfusium, you then set the product again with the SkinDu Mist. And so you spray that on and then massage it in until it dries, and that really helps to push the Transfusium further into the skin. Now if it's nighttime, you would then use your rapid repair, which is great for repairing the damage from the day, free radical damage that's been done during the day. And if it's daytime, you would use, instead of rapid repair, you'd follow the same steps, but you use Actify 6000, which does have a natural SPF factor. It doesn't have a rating, but it helps to protect the skin and hold that moisture in the skin. So those are the steps, and of course the extra products you've got is the Vanquish and the brightening cream, which I won't go into this evening, but they're optional extras which are great. So if I move on to talking about SkinDu Mist and what makes it so fantastic and quite an extraordinary product, it's got an active ingredient called hyaluronic acid in it. And hyaluronic acid is actually naturally present in the human body, and it's at its highest levels when we're a baby, and that's what contributes to baby's beautiful, plump, firm, moist skin. And so as we age, the levels of hyaluronic acid reduce. So it's also referred to as HA for short. So as they reduce, the skin doesn't hold moisture as well. And so one noticeable characteristics of aging or aged skin is that it's not as moist and as well hydrated as, say, a young person's skin. And so as hyaluronic acid is the active ingredient in SkinDu Mist, it really is really beneficial to the skin. So the hyaluronic acid that is made for the SkinDu Mist is from a vegetable source, and it's not from an animal source. And some of them get it from the rooster. I'm just trying to think of the section of the rooster's head, and they extract it from there. So the comb, that's it, rooster combs. So Sisel use a vegetable version, and what they also do is they change the molecular weight. So it's a super low molecular weight, and that means that it can really get right into the skin and penetrate and do its job very well. So it's just really a great product. It's considered a humectant, so that means it's moisture holding, and it really softens and smooths the skin out. So it's just a fantastic product. So even though it's got the word acid in it certainly isn't skin stripping. It's actually a polysaccharide. As mentioned, it's naturally occurring in the body. So it's, as an ingredient, it's effective in smoothing fine lines and wrinkles, and just really firming and plumping the skin and giving a hydrated look. So you can use that product freely, and you can even use it after you've applied makeup and spray that onto your skin, and throughout the day even to freshen up and hydrate your skin. And so one of the things, so that's what's so fantastic about SkinDu Mist. So I highly recommend that product. And Tom's mentioned that if you were going to buy 2 products in the skincare range, and I'm going to say 3, but the 2 top products would definitely be the Transfusium and the SkinDu Mist, and of course then you'd want to have a cleanser. So, SkinDu Mist can also probably be sold as a standalone product, and people would get the idea of how great Sisel's skincare products are. So that's a little bit about SkinDu Mist that I wanted to share with you. And I also wanted to mention, with the Timeless Renewal skincare system, that the Transfusium does have a money-back guarantee, and the terms and conditions of that are that if you're over the age of 40, you take a before photo, and then after 30 days, if you take another photo and you feel that you don't look at least 5 years younger, that you can send those photos in and Sisel will refund your money, no questions asked. Catch is then that you can't purchase the product again, which would make sense to obviously keep people honest. So people can feel confident that they're buying a product that's of very high quality, and in fact I could honestly say that there aren't any other products on the market that would even come close to Sisel's anti-aging skincare range and the Timeless Renewal skincare system. So I also wanted to talk about mixing products. So there has been, I've heard of one occasion where someone has said, look, they've had a reaction when they've been using the skincare and they've got a bit of a rash. And what I recommend to people is that they can do, if that happens, or even if they feel they're really super sensitive, is to do a skin test, and you would do that on the inside of your elbow where the skin's quite sensitive, and use the product there and apply it, and then wait 24 hours. And if there's no reaction, then obviously it's not the product. And I would say 99.9% of the time it's never going to be a Sisel skincare product. what it would normally be, and I've had it happen to myself, is where you might mix a product. So there was a time in summer, going back a couple of years ago, where I was using a organic tanning self-tanner, and then I was using that and then using the Sisel product afterwards, and it was actually the self-tanner that was making my skin itchy. So I've had people also saying they're using other brands of makeup and other brands of shampoo, so you really need to isolate if you do get a query in that regard. And as I said, I can confidently say it's not going to be the Sisel skincare products, although I'm sure there could be one exception to the rule, but they are hypoallergenic and they contain no harmful ingredients, and they're really designed to heal and soothe the skin, so that's certainly unlikely to happen. So that's the skincare system. You can order a brochure off the Sisel price list called Timeless Skin Renewal System, and that goes through the steps of the skincare system, and so you can give that to someone and it explains how to use the products and in what order, because it can be a little bit confusing. So I think that's all I wanted to mention about the skincare.
Well, Katie, before you jump off, a couple of questions that I have, and I know other people have asked. As far as like using the Transfusium, most people have seen my picture. I've had great results with it, and that. Some people ask me, how long does it take to see results?
Okay, great question. So typically, if you're using the product, and as I said, the older you are, the faster you'll see results, because the deeper the wrinkles, the faster it works. If your wrinkles are fine, then it takes a bit longer. But people do see results within a 2-week period, and most definitely 4 weeks. So the photos that are on your Sisel Beauty website, and I was just looking at them before on the call, I can see, so Doc, your pictures are there, and it's after 2 weeks, a before and after photo, which is quite remarkable. And another lady, including Jackie, they're all 2 weeks. So you'll see results within 2 weeks and a real difference within 4 weeks. And Transfusium is such a great product, which is why they can offer the money-back guarantee. So, yeah, it's quite extraordinary.
I actually, Katie, and for those of you listening, I actually had results in 3 days. It was amazing. I took that first picture, and then I took the second one 3 days later. And I looked at it, and I said, I can't even show this to anybody. This isn't real. And because I just didn't even believe it myself, and I put the pictures side by side, and I looked at that, and I thought, no, nobody will believe this. And then 2 weeks later, I sent the photos in to Tom, and he said, Kurt, we gotta post them up for people to see. But yeah, it was amazing how quickly. And sometimes I think that if you've used a lot of skincare products like most women have, would you say that you've seen, not even mentioning other products that people have used, but would you say that it tends to slow down the results sometimes?
I think the younger your skin is, and the better condition is, it will slow it down. Yeah. So, but what it'll do, and which is a really great point, is that I heard Liesl saying she wished that she had access to skincare products like these, the Timeless Renewal skincare system, Transfusium, in her 20s. And someone asked on the call with the Sisel live call on Sisel Beauty, which was on Tuesday and is on every Tuesday at 7 a.m. Melbourne, Brisbane time, that, Tom mentioned that, when someone asked the question, when is a good idea to start using these skincare products, and really it's in your 20s. Women actually start aging as early as 22, 23, start seeing their first fine lines. So, definitely you'd want to start using the products as early as possible to slow down or, hopefully halt those lines coming on. And I do know that Tom is re-releasing an upgraded version of Transfusium in the next few months with 2 more actives in it, which is really going to even take it to a whole nother level. And he said that he didn't even think it was possible to improve the formula of Transfusium within the next 5 to 10 years because all the science that was available was there, and he couldn't believe it. And so they're super excited about it. I'm super excited that it could get even better than what it is. I mean, these products are just hot, hot, hot. They just really, it doesn't get any better than this skincare range. And to share the products with someone and actually let them trial them is a great way to get someone involved or get someone purchasing them. And you can easily, invite someone over to your home and share the full system with them and get them to use the products. And it would, that helps increase the likelihood of someone using the products by 400%, as Thomas said before, if somebody actually gets to use the product. So, yeah, really amazing. And in regards to your comment about how long would you see results, I know Trevor in our team, he bought the Timeless Renewal skincare system at Christmas, and he was using it as instructed morning and night, and he got phenomenal results within 9 days.
Yeah. Well, and Katie, I just found out, it would have been today your time or yesterday my time, that there's a company coming to Australia. They'll be opening up in September is their date that they're coming there. And they've been here in the States now for a number of years. And they have a product that uses an ingredient from the oleander plant. And what it does, it works a lot like Botox, where it freezes the skin and actually damages the skin cells. And that's how it works. And when it's doing that, it makes the wrinkles appear like they're going away. It's not really healing anything. It's just covering up. And over time, it's actually damaging the skin. The company has a number of lawsuits against them, and people are really getting irritated skin and that. So you will see that, and it's coming there. So really brush up on what you're knowing about Transfusium. Get people using it, because you want to have some results. You want to have some before and after pictures that you want to be able to show people. But the nice thing about Transfusium is the science behind it. I'm a chiropractor, and I just love science. And I'll tell you, I did my research on it before the product even was out. I had Tom send me the ingredient list, and I went out and I did my due diligence on reading up on it. I mean, check this out. It's really nice, is that in Transfusium, there's ingredients that actually stimulate stem cell production, so it gets your skin to make new stem cells. Then there's other ingredients that gently unfold the wrinkles, so that as it's healing, it's unfolding the wrinkles, unlike the product that uses the oleander, unlike the product like Botox, where it just takes and it pulls it back out to the surface. The reason that your skin has wrinkles in the first place, or one of the reasons, is that your body's trying to protect those old skin cells, kind of like putting an umbrella over your skin. It's folding the skin over the top of the old dying cells so that they don't get oxidized. And oxidation, as you know, is bad for cells. And so if you take and quickly just throw them out into the sun, which down in Australia you get plenty of sun in your summers, you don't want to have that happening. There's other ingredients in there in Transfusium that are super nutrients for skin cells. They're more specific nutrients for those cells than for any other cell, and Tom's put it in there. There's other ingredients that help to make that protective layer that keeps the toxins from absorbing into the skin. Our skin has a natural barrier, just like our digestive system does. Because remember, your digestive system is the outside environment on the inside of your body, and you have to have that protection. Well, your skin does too. And then there's other ingredients that provide protection against UVA and UVB rays on the surface of the skin. There's other ingredients that help build the tubercula, the structure that actually supports your skin. And think of it like I went to school for engineering before I went into chiropractic, and so I always say, think of it like the structure that holds the bridge up. As you're driving your car across the bridge, think of those trusses that hold the bridge up. Well, inside your skin, you have trusses that hold the skin up so that it has a structure. And then the skin is hydrated, and most of us most of us are dehydrated. We don't have enough hydration, and so Tom has put in the product ingredients that super hydrate the skin at the same time. And so we've got these ingredients that are all working together to make the skin healthy, to make the skin new, to have fresh cells. And so it's not just covering it up like this oleander product. It's actually giving your body new skin cells. And Tom worked with one of the top guys in the cosmetic and skin industry in the United States to develop this product. And so it is really a crazy good product. And I just wanted to share that. Get your knowledge up on it, because you will see in the next 3-4 months that you're going to have people that are going to be talking about this other product that damages the skin, and you want to be able to say, hey, take a look at this instead. We've got a 30-day money-back guarantee like Katie was talking about, and using, crazy good, and then use it along with the SkinDu for even better results. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's okay. So my sister-in-law, and it's difficult always to get family interested because they're the last people that generally listen, but she's really interested in the skincare, and she said to me, she's been using a particular brand, and it's toxin-free or organic, but she says, I don't think it's that great on anti-aging. And I said, well, the great thing about Sisel, of course, is it's anti-aging and toxin-free. So, you've got the two combined together. So, she's really quite interested. And, people don't need to be concerned about the price when you compare these products to others on the market, because, the complete timeless renewal skincare system at the moment from the not-for-retail sale list is $241 for the 5 products, and that'll last you about 2 to 3 months. Perhaps the SkinDu Mist you might go through a little faster. If you buy it off the retail list when it is available in the complete system, which it's not yet. As I mentioned last week, that will be 10% more, so that's still probably a little while away. So, when I compared that to the products that she's using, they're double the price. So, it doesn't even come anywhere close, and there's no way that, those products will get anywhere near the results of the Sisel product.
Well, and Katie, one of the things as far as like marketing, I always like to throw a little marketing in there. People will say to me, well, do you have any samples? I say, well, you really don't want any samples, because what you're going to do? I'll give you a sample, you'll use it for 1 or 2 days, and then the sample's gone. I said, how about if I give you a 30-day sample? I'll give you a 30-day sample that you can use, you can try it, follow the instructions, take the before picture, and really honestly use the product twice a day like they recommend. Get the SkinDu to use along with it so that you're getting the better results, and really use the product for 30 days. And if you just don't like the results, at the end of the 30-day period of time, follow the instructions and get your money back. Holy cow. What better sample is that than actually getting results and having a month's supply to use? And Katie, I'll be honest with you, since the product came out, I've had one person return it, and she actually returned it 2 days after she bought it because she had some car problems and needed her money back for that. and it was, at the time, it was more important than her skin. And so I don't even know if she would have had results, because she never really gave it a try.
Yeah, and I feel sorry for her because because with the return policy, she can't purchase it again. And it's the sort of product that once you start using it, you'd be like, I really don't want to give it away. Or give it back or return it, because, as I said, you just won't find anything better than this product at all.
Exactly. And so I just love the product. I'll tell you what, I'm a guy, and I like to hunt and fish. I'm outside a lot, both summer and winter up here, and we get some nasty cold weather. You guys are getting some cold weather right now, but I was just sharing with somebody yesterday that when it gets cold here, 30 to 40 below Fahrenheit, and without the wind chill, it's common for us to get that. every winter, and it can be pretty nasty. And you get outside, and that's hard on the skin too, and the wind is hard, and the sun is hard, and all these different things that we do, and all the products that we've used over our lives and that. And so these products really help rebuild that skin, and that's what we want. And if you're going to live to be 110 years old, you don't want to look like you're 110. You want to still look like you're in your 50s and 60s, and that's where these products, I think, really shine, because over time it's gonna keep your skin looking great. And like Katie was saying, if you start using them in your 20s and 30s, can you imagine where you're going to be when you're in your 50s and 60s, and you'll still look like you're 20 years younger? So Katie, thanks for taking the time to learn about the skincare products and share that with everybody here. And everyone, have a great day. Have a great rest of your day. Katie, thanks again for being with us. I'll send a copy of this out right now. As soon as we get off the call, you'll have a copy of this recording, and go out and share it with people. And
Thanks, Kurt.
thank you, everyone. Have a great evening and a good end of the month. We'll talk to you next Thursday. Bye-bye.